let's start with our
Please.
topic, inner child. So my first question is that what is an inner child and what does it do?
It's an interesting question because inner child refers to two things inside us. The first one is that part of us that has an intelligence that is not conditioned. There are two types of intelligence. There's an intelligence that is based on learning, on knowledge.
Right.
It's a kind of intelligence we develop at school, university. And then there's an intelligence that arises from very sheer interest towards life. And children have that. Children have a very high degree of that intelligence. They are curious. They are involved. They are interested by everything.
That is an amazing thing to know because whatever you have mentioned right now, we generally think in opposite terms, that they are just children. What they know? They don't know anything,
exactly.
and they
it's
don't
because
know
we are
anything.
associating intelligence with knowledge,
right?
Which is a very big mistake.
Yeah.
Knowledge supports intelligence, definitely. When you are experienced, when you know, then your intelligence is sharper, you know things. But knowledge can block intelligence. Because intelligence is based on observation, curiosity, asking questions, trying things out, figuring things with your own experience. This is intelligence. And sometimes knowledge blocks that because in adult life, we see that everywhere. We look at the world and we say, oh yeah, I know. And we lose the curiosity, we lose the joy, we lose the love. Because love arises from curiosity. If I'm interested in you, I love you. If I'm not interested in you because I know everything about you. So we've ended up associating intelligence with knowledge, and it's a big mistake. Because both are necessary. Pure intelligence, which is an observation of life, and knowledge, which comes from experience and from study. So part of the inner child is this, it's that part of us that has that innate wisdom, that is curious, that is involved into life, that really participates into it, and is always learning. All children learn at tremendous speed. If as adults we could learn as fast as kids, we will be super geniuses. But we've overloaded our brains and intellects with knowledge, so we learn slow, because we've got all that mass of information already. So that's the first part of inner child. Our innate wisdom, the part of us that is curious, involved, trying out things. That is an innate wisdom, the part of us that sees truth. It's very hard to lie to children.
Yes.
Because they don't have all the, social tricks. They see through clear. So they shut up because they are small, and we threaten them, but they see. And they know many things. So the inner child is also that part of us that sees reality as it is, not as we think it should be. And therefore the inner child is that part of us that is connected with what we call our real self. Not the image we try to project, not all the stuff we do to have a good appearance, but the real self, the real thing, the authentic self. So this is what we call the wonder child, the inner child, the wonder child. This is the image of little Krishna in the Indian scripture.
Okay.
Sharp, mischievous, very clever, very beautiful, very intelligent, very powerful. This is the inner child. This is the wonder child. And all of us have that, but all of us have that very often blocked. And this is the second aspect of the inner child, is that the wounded child. Which means, as children, we've been through life, and from very, very, very young, from babyhood, we got hurt by so many things. Because a child is extremely sensitive, vulnerable, fragile. And those hurts, it's not that they come and they go. They stay in the system as memory. And now, almost everyone knows that the way we behave as adults today is greatly based on what has happened to us as children. Because what we experience as children in the 5, 6, 7 years of our life, the first ones, really forms the foundation of our character. And then later we build on that. So we may build on trauma, we may build on sense of abandonment, we may build on low self-esteem, shame, guilt, whatever we have recorded inside. And this is because we record everything. Memory is total.
Right.
Whatever happens to us all is recorded in memory, and that memory feeds our thinking. It determines our decisions, determines the way we perceive, the choices we make, the type of behavior and emotion we display. So this is why inner child is so important, because when I understand my childhood and when I can relate to my childhood and heal all the stuff that has happened in childhood, then I really transform my character. Because the wounded child blocks all the capability of the wonder child.
Yes.
And every time you heal one of those childhood wounds, you release talents, skills, abilities, energy, creativity, because all of that was blocked by the wounded child. Because it was like this, It was afraid, it was hurt.
It's a deep understanding. And what I've picked from your explanation is that we can another term we can use for inner child is real self or authentic self, right?
Yes.
We get sometimes we get confused with the term inner child.
Yes.
So other terms we can use to understand the concept is that authentic self or the real self is there.
Real and authentic in the sense that it has not been conditioned, it has not been trained.
Yes.
It is still original.
Yes. And a lot of questions are coming to my mind, but I would like to stick to the our action. So first I would like to know about the signs or the symptoms of the second aspect, which is the wounded inner child. What are the signs and